Alrighty, it is currently 1:24 p.m. This is the people of the state gang stalking with Ontario police, crossing path under the fake sun, and this is the fake sun that's over the same apartment building. It is currently, again, like I said, 1:24 a.m. I captured the fake sun this morning at 9:49 in the morning. 10, 11, 12, 4 hours later. This is gang stalking by the people of the state. These are the elderly people who are going to prison. Is gang stalking by the Ontario police in helicopter and gang stalking by the Ontario police in a vehicle. That's vehicle number 1022 in concert with the Ontario International Airport. This is the same pattern of conduct that was underway when the entity engaged in kidnapping via Jason Knighton, while the Ontario International Airport were hovering in relevant position in engineered light with simultaneity to the operation of my communication device. And this is the Ontario police engaging in a sex offense, and it is not helpful to the people or Linda Reyes, who is going to federal prison, and so are the people of the state who've been engaged in hours of psychological torture on behalf of this government that's parked on the property grounds. This is engineered light right here that I'm walking in. This is for monitoring. That's a sex offense. That's engineered light in the depths of a patio that's covered under the fake sun that's still over the same apartment building. That's license 1591669, vehicle 1022. The people of the state are gang stalking with the people. The people are fearful and they engage in this sort of criminal conduct, which is a threat, while you are documenting the pattern of conduct. This is P.O.C. I am referencing their cameras. This is monitoring. This officer is going to prison. They're going to prison. It is the people of the state that are gang stalking. The presence of the state that's also stalking where the entity is keeping a fake sun. Doing so while you're documenting it is an unlawful threat to your safety. And they're monitoring in a private space, an engineered light. That's my shadow upright. This is engineered light that's on the ceiling if you see the images. And this is the same apartment building where it was over at 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, this is P.O.C. It's currently 1:26 p.m. That's the state gang stalking with the people of the state. All right, and as I capture very damning evidence, that's the pattern of conduct. Gang stalking via children, and you document that. The demons that are fearful but still obsessively gang stalking you do so in concert with the police who arrive on the scene. That's an unlawful threat. They're going to prison. Gang stalking with those that are possibly not American citizens. The entity is fearful of that, but yet they obsessively continue gang stalking you. So you have the arrival of the police that have no jurisdiction. They have no authority under the law. They're gang stalking. This is domestic terrorism by the way, the entity that has together engaged in kidnapping. Ontario Police is engaged in federal stalking. Ontario Police is engaged under Title 18, and they're engaged in psychological torture by virtue of presence. They are monitoring, engaging in the elements of monitoring while the demons are driving in the parking lot, getting in and out of their cars, moving even around in their apartments. This is monitoring that's underway in a demonic environment. This is the demon-possessed department, the Ontario Police, that had the fake sun over their police station on August 17, 2021, August 19, 2021, from the hours of 11:44 in the morning until after 4 p.m. in the afternoon. There's no sun that would be over Woodside Senior Apartments at the same time, nor would any sun in the natural environment, because there's only one. The sun is not going to be over one venue, such as the Ontario Police Department, as I documented both in the morning and as I returned in the evening. It remained over me at that venue of 2500 South Archibald Avenue. They are demons who you have seen engaging in terrorism just last night by helicopter, doing so as they are monitoring the evidence, and that's exactly why they're here now. Everything that's happening under the fake sun, by the way, is criminal, and it's a sex offense that the state's engaging in. Paul Leon is being documented, and this is the basis of removal for domestic terrorism and psychological torture, while I'm documenting the ongoing pattern of conduct with years, years, but I meant to say right now, hours of psychological torture at a time, as I document the video at 9:49 a.m., and then I go through and I capture screenshots, and then I go through and I type out notes expounding upon the P.O.C., the ongoing amplification of audible activity for hours as I documented, specifically up until after 12 p.m. The entity is monitoring that and intentionally continues to do so. In the same way that you see the Ontario International Airport group stalking crossing path in concert with the demons that were driving in the parking lot, that's concerted activity under the fake sun. This is the prosecution and the removal of the people of the state. They're going to prison. All right, this is P.O.C. It's 1:29 p.m. and this is very unhelpful to the people in the same way that the people's gang stalking is unhelpful to the government, who would like to maintain a position where they don't look like they're engaged in terrorism, and the entity is prosecuting itself. All right, it is again 1:29 p.m. This is P.O.C. where the Ontario Police are present This is the fake sun that's over the property. This is the documentation. Remember what I documented this morning. Very damning evidence that's being published on the internet. The LAPD gang stalking me at Alvarado Gardens in Los Angeles under the fake sun that's at the same time stationary at Woodside Senior Apartments, and it's still here. 10:27 a.m. and it is 1:30 p.m. 1:29 p.m. exactly. This is P.O.C. All right, and that is, again, the federal prosecution, the demon in unit number 5WUB715. You know who she's gang stalking me 24 hours a day with? The state. She's going to asylum. Linda Reyes is going to federal prison, and all the demons in units 33 through 64 who threaten your life with the intent to obstruct justice while the police arrive to threaten you. Okay? To look out the window, they're engaged in monitoring me, whether I look out the window or not, for the entity to witness the entity, free to witness the entity stalking, and via the police is the highest threat that the people pose. It's going toward their prosecution. They're going to prison for it. And then the police are going to be disbanded in Ontario. They're entirely illegitimate. All right? It is, again, 1:30 p.m. This is P.O.C.